Good afternoon, everyone. It's Steve Cat5JUF. This is part 2 of a video I'm doing on the FTM300 software. And the purpose of this video is to kind of help fill the gap of information. The first video we did strictly was programming a couple of frequencies, a repeater and a simplex channel. We went through the function screens, the setup screens, and some of the basic voice or VFO slash memory write functions on the radio. But now what we're going to do is we're going to actually look at the FTM 300 programmer from RT Systems. Now, when we open, this is what I have in my radio today. This is the profile I have. This is FTM300D profile number 4. So what I'm going to do is real quick, let's go over the tabs here real quick. On this radio, you have, let's see, you've got various, let me get this up a little bit so I can kind of, there we go. You can see we've got, these are some of the different, let's see, yeah, I'm trying to fix the screen here. I can't, this program, okay, that's fine right there. So what we can do here is we can actually go through and look at some of the different programs and things, the VFOs. What I'm trying to show you is down here. Oh, this is where we need to go, okay. Okay. We have all these settings down here, memory locations, limit memories. These are upper and lower programmable memory scanning. You have your home, your what they call home frequencies for your VFO-A, VFO-B, and then of course there's some of the VFOs that they have. The main settings we'll do with our memories. So what we'll do first is part of the programming is you always have to enter, of course, the receive, the transmit, the offset, and usually it will know if it's a offset or a minus or an offset. You have the mode. If it's an AMS, you check the box here. And then of course you set the tone, squelch, and so forth. So if you wanted to add a repeater, let's kind of go through the example we had on the actual radio, where we actually added a simplex channel of 152.520. Whoops. How about that? Look at that, it automatically filled it in. Now what we're going to do here is we've got to change the mode strictly to FM. And do we want automatic mode select? Probably not. We're probably going to talk FM most of the time. And then of course you put the name here, simplex. Is there a tone squelch? No. So you basically just go through and all the rest of these will be kind of grayed out because we don't use it. Now there are digital IDs where you can add an additional layer of privacy, but that's only options available on C4FM. So another thing, let's just enter the repeater, which is 146.760. And how about that? It just gave it a negative offset and it's minus, the mode is FM, and we'll call this the KC5 OLO repeater, or RPT, yeah. Now, here we have to put the tone in, so it's tone squelch, and the tone is 146.2, and that's it. That's it, we're good to go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to, let me bounce this guy back around. We're going to write this, or we're going to save the profile, and we'll just call this profile X, and I'll go back and remove him later. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to actually take this and we're going to go send or write data to SD card. Now this is the power of this, so you can write all these programs and offsets and everything, write it to the SD card, take it to the radio, upload it into the radio will reboot when it's done, and you're good to go. All right, that's it. You just wrote to the SD card, and actually just to verify, let's go look at the SD card and see if it's there. I think it's going to be in an image file. I think, yeah, there it is right there. Let's see. Let me make sure that actually wrote there. Communications, write to SD card, click OK. It looks like that should have taken it right to right data to SD card. Okay, that looks good there. I think that's pretty much it. What we'll do is we'll go in. Uh, I think we're actually good on this, so we won't mess with it anymore. Uh, yeah, that it looks like it's there. Let me hold on for a second. Okay, so what I'm doing now is, you can't see this, but I took that SD card with these last two frequencies that we ordered, and I'm uploading it into the radio. I think it's an image file, and it didn't give me a confirmation it wrote to the SD card, but I'm pretty sure it did. I've never had a problem with this before. As a matter of fact, this is how I built the entire profile for this radio. So it says completed. It just rebooted. I don't have any way to show you this because I'm using Screen-O-Matic, but you can hear it, and it just rebooted. So we'll go to VFO mode. Display, we'll press that and it'll activate. Now let's see what we got here. A and B. Oh yeah, that works. It sure did. So even though I couldn't see it on the USB drive, it's there. And I think the reason I can't see it is because it's an image file, and maybe Windows doesn't show it. But what we just did on the screen here actually added these two channels perfectly. So it works. So the other thing, real quick to show you, there are some menu setting features that you can go in. I haven't played around with these too much, but you can go in and actually set up some of the APRS settings, the beacons, the group monitor sessions, and so forth, communications. I haven't done a lot with this, but this would be a good deal. So one thing you probably want to do is, if you do make special changes, you probably need to save it as, it'll probably prompt me to save it as a different type of file. But that file should be included in that image when you write it to the SD card. So, and of course, it'll be unique for each specific name. I renamed this particular program X just because it's a test program. So anyway, that's the RT system software in conjunction with the FTM300. So the beauty of this is, one of the nice things about this is, if club members had the same type of radio, like an FTM300, um, you could actually make a profile up and give it to everybody and have them upload it. Now there is a program called Chirp. I'm not familiar with Chirp. I personally like using the RT system software better because I like the interface. I like the ruggedness of the program. It's reliable. Everything is kind of where you expect it to be, and so forth. So one last thing I'll show you here, and then we'll wrap this up. I think there's a couple things you can actually look at as far as repeaters and so forth. I think yeah, we can look for different repeaters, and it'll come in and it'll go in and find all the repeaters, for example, in the Abilene area. You can also, look for various things here. So it does have some features and so forth. So anyway, well, I'll wrap this up. Like I said, this video was just to kind of give you a quick overview of the FTM300D front menu operation through the buttons, and then of course this video here is just to show you how to use the program. So anyway, from KI5 JUF Steve, have a great 4th of July, and we'll talk to you soon. I appreciate you watching, and hope you enjoy the video. Thanks again.